Have you ever thought of walking away as a power move? Let's challenge the conventional wisdom that tells us to persist and endure, even in the face of toxic situations. It's a narrative we've all been spoon-fed, but what if we told you there's another way? What if we told you that walking away is not a sign of weakness, but rather a bold act of self-empowerment? Imagine the strength it takes to step away from a draining relationship or to quit an unfulfilling job. It's about valuing your peace over the chaos, your well-being over the stress. It's about setting boundaries and reclaiming your power. It's about choosing you above everything else. Walking away is not about giving up. It's about breaking free from what's pulling you down and choosing to soar instead. So let's flip the script. Remember, it's not about giving up. It's about recognizing where your energy is best spent. Is detachment the same as apathy? Let's clarify. Now, it's easy to confuse these two, but they're fundamentally different. Apathy is a state of indifference, a lack of interest or concern. It's not caring at all. But detachment, that's a whole different story. Detachment is a conscious decision, a strategic choice to protect your peace and well-being. It's taking a step back from situations, relationships, or environments that drain your energy or disturb your tranquility. It's about recognizing what serves you and what doesn't. It's about choosing your mental and emotional health over chaos and negativity. So it's not about not caring, it's about discerning where to invest your care. It's about understanding that you can't pour from an empty cup. You need to care for yourself first. Fill your cup, so you can then give to others from a place of abundance, not lack. Detachment isn't about not caring, it's about caring for yourself first. How well do you know your worth? It's a simple question, but one that can profoundly shape the course of our lives. Recognizing your worth is a critical part of maintaining healthy relationships, fulfilling work, and a balanced life. Because when you know your value, you're less likely to tolerate situations that drain your energy. You're more likely to set boundaries and walk away from what no longer serves you. In essence, knowing your worth is about understanding what you deserve and refusing to settle for less. Consider a story of a woman named Emily. She was a talented graphic designer, but for years she worked for a company that undervalued her skills. She was overworked, underpaid, and her creativity was stifled. But Emily wasn't aware of her worth. She thought this was just how things were supposed to be. One day, Emily stumbled across a portfolio of a designer who worked in a different company. The designer's work was no better than Emily's. In fact, in many ways, Emily's work was superior. But this designer was celebrated, well compensated, and had a healthy work-life balance. Seeing this, Emily finally understood her worth. She realized she deserved better, and it was time for her to walk away. By recognizing her worth, Emily set a boundary. She left her draining job and started freelancing. It was a challenging path, but she was finally in a place where her talent was appreciated and her work-life balance was respected. Just like Emily, we all have our unique worth, but it's up to us to recognize it. It's up to us to decide what we're willing to accept and what we're not. Remember, knowing your worth isn't about arrogance or entitlement. It's about respecting yourself. It's about understanding that your time, your energy, your talent, and your peace of mind are precious. And it's about making choices that reflect this understanding. So ask yourself again, how well do you know your worth? Because understanding your worth is the first step in setting healthy boundaries. And remember, it's okay to walk away from anything that doesn't respect your worth. Ever wondered what happens when you let go of the negative? Well, it's like cleaning out a cluttered room. You get rid of what's not serving you, and you're left with a clean, open space. A space that is ripe for redecoration, for new things, for growth. Imagine that space as your life. When you walk away from draining situations or relationships, you're essentially decluttering your life. And in doing so, you open up room for personal growth, healthier relationships, and new opportunities. Consider this. Ever had a plant that just didn't seem to thrive, no matter how much you watered it or made sure it got sunlight? Maybe it was in a pot that was too small, its roots cramped and unable to spread. The moment you repot it, giving it more space, it starts to flourish. Similarly, our lives can be like that plant, stunted due to lack of space. Walking away from negativity gives us that larger pot, that space we need to spread our roots and truly grow. Now let's delve into a real-life example. Consider Sarah, a hardworking professional stuck in a job that was draining her energy. She was underappreciated, overworked, and stuck in a cycle of negativity. One day, she decided she had had enough. She quit her job, walked away from that negative environment. It was a scary decision, but she knew it was necessary. And guess what? In the space she created by leaving that job, she found her passion for painting, something she had always loved but never had time for. Today, Sarah is a successful artist, happier and more fulfilled than ever before. The beauty of creating space for growth is that it's not just about personal development or career progression. It's about overall well-being, happiness, and fulfillment. It's about making room for better relationships, for peace, and for joy. To sum it up, you are the architect of your life. You have the power to design it the way you want. And sometimes that means having to demolish a few walls, clearing out the old to make way for the new. By letting go of the negative, you make room for positive growth and change. Are you mindful of how situations impact your well-being? It's a question we should all ask ourselves. Mindfulness is not just a buzzword. It's a powerful tool for recognizing the aspects of life that drain our energy and those that replenish it. By practicing mindfulness, we become aware of the subtle shifts in our mood, our energy levels, and our overall sense of well-being. We learn to distinguish the situations that lift us up from those that drag us down. But what does mindfulness look like in practice? It's pausing to ask yourself, how does this situation make me feel? It's reflecting on whether a job, a relationship, or even a simple conversation leaves you feeling energized or exhausted. It's noticing the patterns in your life and making conscious choices based on your observations. But mindfulness is just the beginning. Once we become aware of the energy-draining aspects of our lives, we can start to redefine success on our own terms. Society often measures success with tangible things like a high-paying job, a big house, or a fancy car. But is that really success? Success is deeply personal. It's the feeling of contentment when you're living in alignment with your values. It's the satisfaction of knowing that you're spending your time and energy on things that truly matter to you. It's the joy of nurturing relationships that uplift you rather than drain you. Success is not about meeting societal expectations. It's about meeting your own. It's about waking up each day with a sense of purpose, knowing that you're living a life that's true to who you are. It's about setting boundaries that protect your peace and well-being. Mindfulness helps us recognize what truly matters, and redefining success helps us align our lives with those values. Together, they empower us to walk away from what no longer serves us and move towards what truly fulfills us. Success is personal, and true success aligns with your values and well-being. Are you ready to face the unknown? It's a question that sends a chill down many a spine. We as humans are creatures of comfort. We like predictability. We like to know what's coming next. But what if I told you that the very act of walking away, of stepping into the unknown, is where the magic truly happens? When you choose to walk away from a situation that no longer serves you, you're stepping off the well-trodden path. You're venturing into uncharted territory. It's scary, sure, but it's also incredibly liberating. You're no longer bound by the constraints of the familiar. You have the freedom to forge your own path, to create your own narrative. Embracing the unknown requires courage. It demands faith in yourself and in the journey ahead. But it's this very act of surrender, of letting go of control, that paves the way for personal growth. When you face the unknown, you're forced to confront your fears. You're compelled to challenge your comfort zones. You learn to adapt, to innovate, to persevere. And through this process, you discover your true potential. You realize that you're capable of far more than you ever imagined. In the realm of the unknown, there are no limits. There are no preconceived notions or expectations. It's an open canvas waiting for you to paint your masterpiece. It's an opportunity to redefine who you are and what you stand for. When you embrace the unknown, you're not just walking away from something, you're walking towards something. You're walking towards growth, towards self-discovery, towards a life that truly aligns with your values and aspirations. The unknown is not something to fear. It's something to embrace. It's a testament to your courage, to your strength, to your unwavering belief in yourself. It's a leap of faith into the unknown, but it's a journey worth taking for your peace and fulfillment. Walking away is a leap of faith into the unknown, but it's a journey worth taking for your peace and fulfillment.